Too many of you dismiss the idea of working a career in a 9-to-5 job. And trust me, I get it, because I did that. For a long time, I dismissed the idea that a 9-to-5 career would be for me. For years, I worked in the food service industry where my whole life was all about my job or my jobs. I worked 50 to 60 hour weeks, working multiple jobs. I worked all the shifts. I worked first shift, second shift, third shift. Wherever my job needed me to be, whatever time that was, however many hours it was, I gave it all to that. And I'm not gonna lie, for a long time, I really enjoyed it. I liked the excitement. I liked being able to learn different things. I really did enjoy the grind. I was making good money. I was seeing a lot of different things. I was learning a lot of different things. I was meeting new people. It was a very exhilarating time when I was younger. My entire life was all about grinding to make more money, to get myself into a better financial situation, to have as much ambition as I could, to move up the ladder. And that was my entire focus in work and outside of work. And after a couple of years, I actually got myself into a position where I was at a high management position. And after a couple months of working into it, I kind of had like this moment of realization where I was looking around, and that's when it really hit me that my entire life was work. Not just that the work was the centerpiece of my life, but I didn't have anything outside of work. I had become so disconnected to my family and my friends and those around me that I just didn't even seem to be a part of their lives anymore. And it was because even when I was outside of work, my mind was always about work, whether it was because I had to be on call or I was thinking about, creating a schedule for the employees coming up, or about, inventory that was coming in, like whatever it was that I was involved with at work. Even when I was outside of work, my mind couldn't help but to think about those things because all I cared about was that. And for a long time, I kind of just pushed through all the bad things that were some of the negative effects of when you do work a lifestyle like that, which when you put in that kind of effort, when you're working those many hours, when you don't give yourself any time to disconnect from work, it really can catch up to you physically and mentally. And it really did for me. And for a long time, I just tried to push through it because I think there is like this narrative that it's almost weak if you don't push through, where that's what you're expected to do. Is when you're young and you're up and coming, you're supposed to grind. You're supposed to just push through because you'll reap the benefits of it later in life. And that's what I did for a long time. And it really took me a while to see that I was doing it for all the wrong reasons. Not because I wanted to do it, but because that's what I thought it was expected of me to do. And so I decided in that moment, when I finally had that realization that I was not happy and that I was not okay physically and mentally, I decided to change that. And one of the things that gave me some thought was the fact that I had some friends working 9-to-5 jobs. And like I said earlier in the video, I dismissed working a 9-to-5. I think part of that was because at the time, I couldn't see myself working a job that was so structured, very repetitive, very, in my opinion, like slow and not challenging. Like one of the things that I did like about the career that I had been in was that there was always something different. There was always a new challenge, and I liked that exhilaration. And I've looked at 9-to-5s as just like the slow way to live life. And I think dismissing that was understandable at the time when I was younger, but I didn't really understand the benefits of a job that does force you to have structure, to have you slow down, to give you a pace of life where work can be a part of your life and can be the center of your life, but with that structure and that pace keeps you from making it your entire life. And I didn't really feel that, honestly, until I decided to take a leap, started over, went into a 9-to-5 job, and I gave it a chance. And I could say now that I've been in this career for about 2 years that it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I can't tell you enough how happy my life has become and how happy I am with the decision that I made. In my career now, I love the work that I do. I love the structure that I have, like my day in, day out. I really do enjoy the structure. and I enjoy the type of things that I get to do outside of work now. I now get to do hobbies, and I have time and energy to see friends and family, to take time for myself, to take time for others that I didn't have before. And I did not realize years ago how important that was to me. And now that I'm in it, I can't believe that I ever went through what I did. I know that for some of you watching this video, that this is not going to resonate for you. Like, if you truly enjoy the work that the type of work that you're doing, and the grind and the hours, that if that's what really works for you and you do enjoy it, and you don't feel the type of things that I was feeling, there isn't anything that I'm going to say to get you to change into a career like I did. And I honestly hope that if you do enjoy that, you keep doing it, because whatever you find joy and passionate about, you shouldn't let anything stop you. What this video is for is more people that have either hit a point or are just unsure of where to go next, and you're looking at a 9-to-5 career and you're unsure. And all I want to say is, don't dismiss it until you try it. Because worst comes to worst, you do it for a little bit, you realize that you want something more, you want something different, you can always change back. Don't let the fear of the unknown, or maybe a misunderstanding of what you see, keep you from having a life that could potentially change your life. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you guys want to know more about what it's like to live a 9-to-5 life, please check out my channel, subscribe. Thank you guys. Have a good one.